My name is Declan Elliott, and in grade 12, I had my first breakup. Like anyone else in my position, I was taking it really badly. I felt horrible all the time. I don't want to get too into it, but it was probably the lowest point I had. I needed something to focus on, because letting my mind dwell on just this nasty stuff was bad. I didn't want to think about it. I needed to zero in on something and focus on something. And I did. Painting. I'd always painted miniatures, but I started getting back into it. I was never that good in my opinion, but it was something to do, and it was something I was alright at. I'd also always been into Warhammer, the tabletop game where you build up your own army and make it fight other people's armies. I went out and I got a box of these goblins called the Gloomspite Gitz, and their whole things is that they're these cave-dwelling troglodyte weirdos who eat mushrooms and worship the moon, but the moon is weird. It's a crazy moon that bounces around, and they're nuts. And I love them. I made my leader Skeknak, the Blue Loon, who is allied to the forces of good, as opposed to how goblins usually are. Allied to the forces of, whatever is the most evil at the time. But I was proud of Skeknak. He's not amazing. He's not the best painted loon boss, but he's mine. I like him, and I like his buddies. Eventually gave him Lieutenant, as I painted more goblins, Bannerman, Musician, all the little grunt goblins have their own little things. Some are bloody, some have shields that match his head, which is blue, some have shields that match the regular moon, which is yellow, some are just whatever I want to be. And that's not counting the trolls either. I painted some trolls too, and eventually I did start going to Warhammer games to actually test out my army. While I didn't win any of the Warhammer games, I did participate in an event where one side was focused on founding this fictional city unique to our store, and the other side was focused on destroying it. I made my guys decide to try and found the city, and we won. We did it. Stallow Point is now a city that exists in Warhammer. They gave me a little certificate and even drew a little moon on it, which is a symbol of the goblins, to show that it wasn't humans, it wasn't dwarves, it was goblins that did this. This all leads to the big question of why goblins? Elves, dwarves, human kingdoms, all the magic, all the wonder, why pick goblins? And that's because they're the underdogs. They fight with garbage, they're bullied by those around them, and they're made to lose. Every time they're set up against heroes, they will not come out on top. And I think that's something a lot of people can find relatable. Feeling that you're just getting pushed around. Feeling that your materials that you have are just garbage. The feeling that you are just made to lose. And these goblins in Warhammer, they break that. They win. And if they can win, so can we.